Hey guys, Staples here from Broken Arrow Gaming. I've been asked to do another update video about the new 1.9 patch, and I've been asked to keep it PG, but I don't give a fuck. Alright, so if y'all wondering what version 1.9 patch is about, it's titled as launch pads, and the main thing that's bringing into this is that now whenever you hit your launch pad, you will now be able to redeploy your glider or umbrella. So essentially I spent some time thinking about this on what this could be used for. I'm going to show you some things y'all can do. Alright guys, essentially this position where I'm at is where you're going to really want to use this. First of all, what you're going to need is a jump pad. The new jump pad is going to have unlimited bounces, and it can be used to launch you up in the air. Once launched, you can now redeploy. What you saw before was your umbrella or, of course, your glider. Now, what you're going to probably want to use is you're going to want to get yourself a tree. Oh, that's 37. It's plenty enough. And basically where this is going to really help is towards the end of the game, where you see a lot of people are going to be on top of mountains. So say this mountain in front of me, there's another group of team. I actually even see a guy right down there below. And what's going to happen is you've seen it all the time. There's another team, but you don't know how to properly get up there and get them without being completely obvious. So what's going to probably start happening, and at least this is how me and my team's going to do it, is we're going to build things. Is it not going to want to build? Alright, we'll build it right here. You're going to build that right there, and then you're going to just build something right here. Now this floor you'll be able to put the jump pad on. And now that you have a jump pad here, instead of building a bridge all the way across to other mountains, you can just put a jump pad here, and you're going to be able to jump up in the air. And once that starts to launch you, you're going to be able to redeploy your glider or your umbrella. This is going to make you be able to sneak behind other teams that are on other mountains, or even if the zone's behind you, make a quick escape. I mean, I know a lot of times where me and my friend Coin were playing, and I've even talked to him this about the other day, where he's like, hey, do you want to go up on this mountain? And I told myself, man, you know, I don't think we should do this. And I was like, hey, listen, I don't think we should go on this mountain. We seem to lose a lot on top of the mountains, because the problem isn't when you're on the mountain, the problem is when you have to get off. You might have a situation like this where you have to drop down, and you don't want to take damage. So then you have to start building and kind of finessing your way down. What this will do is, look, if I have 7 right now, and I need to get down here, but either way, if I needed to get down there, I wouldn't have to do something so obvious. I could just jump across and deploy my parachute. Now, I don't know at which point you're going to be able to deploy your chute. How far off the ground are you allowed to deploy it? Are you allowed to launch across and to deploy it right at the last second? Or is it kind of like how when you drop, you have a certain area in which you can pass to where it will automatically deploy your chute? That I am not quite sure of. I think that this patch is going to be very underrated, but I think it's going to change the game. This isn't only going to be mountain jumping, but this is going to be even fort jumping. If I need to get to another fort, I might be able to build, you know, a jump pad in the back and, you know, kind of to the right of my fort where they can't quite see it, jump to the back of theirs, and while they're shooting my teammates, I'm dropping in like some sort of army airborne fighter, and I'm coming over and I'm just going to start shooting them once I hit the ground. And this is going to change the fighting, I'm telling you. Only if they do the one thing that I think needs to make this patch worth it, and that means they're going to need to increase the likeliness of getting a jump pad. What's the point? I mean, I've probably used a jump pad probably once or twice in all of Fortnite, and that's just to do something silly. It really wasn't to do something, you know, actually productive. So they're really going to need to increase the chances of getting these in order to make it a game changer. Otherwise, it's just going to be those one every now again, you know, sort of situation that you'll use it, and it's like you really didn't fix the game. And especially when I'm looking at this 1.9 patch, there is a lot of things going on, and for the amount of things that it's going to be coming up, it's going to be a huge download, and I feel like it needs to be very important. Now there's other things that are going to be coming across that are not involving the trap. One of which of those things is going to be the weapons. And the weapons, when I say weapons, I mean the sensitivity of the weapons. They're going to be improving the sensitivity. Things that they're going to be working on is mostly on scope sensitivity. They said that people were having a hard time with scope sensitivity, where even at the highest sensitivity, people still felt like their scope was too slow. I saw this a lot on console, not so much on PC, but For those that are playing consoles, they're like, hey man, I want to kind of get, try to get some of these flicks, trying to get some of these kills, and I'm just stuck here basically in molasses where I'm going to be dropping my sniper. What's the point? Unless, these slow, steady snipes, which, works every now and again, but for the main part, it's not going to help. So, but something they're also going to be changing with the sensitivity is they're going to be changing the numbers. If you notice, the numbers on the sensitivity are kind of funky. Let me show you. As you can see, the sensitivity for the controller sensitivity, it's a 0.01 to 1 ratio. They're going to go with a typical gaming where, it's the 1 to 10. It's much easier to understand. And I think it's going to go from 1 to 1.1, 1.5 so that you can still have the same amount of adjustment. It's just going to make more sense. Right here, I'll show you something that they're going to be editing. I'm going to grab this assault rifle real quick, hopefully finesse it to where I have 40. And as you see, when I grab this, I should have 50 bullets. This is something that they're going to be changing. Not so much in solo, but in duos, that 10 is going to jump to 14 since you have to kill more people. And when you come to squad play, it's going to jump all the way up to 18. And I totally agree with this. I don't know how many times out of 30 or 40 bullets, and then I get in one firefight with another squad, and I'm basically down to nothing. If I get in another same fight with a different squad, if I could barely make it with 40, how am I supposed to make it with like 18? And this is something that I'm really happy to see is that they're changing, and it's going to basically increase by each increase of teammates. So obviously duos is going to be 14 and squads are going to be 18. Movement speed, whenever you have a pickaxe, is going to be decreased by 20%. But that's not going to be when you have a pickaxe. See, I can still run like this, but what it's going to be changing is when I'm actually swinging, I'm not going to be able to swing and run this quickly. This movement is what's going to be delayed, or I'm sorry, what's going to be decreased to 20%, is while I'm swinging it, my movement's going to be decreased. I'm not quite sure the reasoning for this. I'm not sure if it's going to help or hurt, but it's just something they decided that they want to put into the game. Something that I'm really glad that they're fixing is the whole problems with the grass. I don't know if you can see it here. This isn't really a good patch of grass. Let me see if I can find one for you. Right here. See right here how I can't build? See that? It built and it went underground. This is something that they're going to be fixing to where you can build in more places. I don't know how many times that either me or my teammates were in a firefight and we really need to build the stairs and 3 walls or something in order to give us something because we're out in the open, maybe getting sniped, or maybe just in a firefight where somebody had the jump on us and we needed a quick build. But we couldn't because it couldn't build in the grass. This is going to change. They're going to make building on grass a lot easier and a lot more spots, and also they're going to make building in water a thing. If it's in a shallow, really any body of water, but if it's in a shallow body of water, which even as deep as Loot Lake, you're going to be able to build now in water. What this means is then if you're in the middle of Loot Lake and you need to get out, you're probably going to be able to build a stairs and then start building a bridge out, where if you got stuck in the middle, you basically were just screwed and you just had to deal with it. Something they're also going to be fixing is consumables will now be able to appropriately fill a max item limit when picking up stacks with the same item. I'm not quite sure what that means. It's kind of what they have on the patch notes here, and what I think that has to do with is a lot of times you'll see when you pick up, whenever you pick up a health, like say some bandages, and you have like 8, and you pick it up and the other team had 8 as well, they would basically take away one of your weapons and then make it to where you had 15 and 1 instead of just stopping at 15. I think what that means is now when you're picking up bandages, it will fill it up to 15 but then not take away your weapon. This is something that I had a problem with, where sometimes where I was like, I go grab something, maybe the zone's coming, I need to grab it real quick, and I grab a health, and then it gave me 15 health plus 4 health because the guy had so much health, and then I'm just stuck there without, where I lost maybe a scar or something I had to go back for. They got me killed. Either way, it's something that they need to fix. Something that they were having a problem with, I never really experienced these bugs, but it was enough to where they had to fix it with some bugs fixes with a DDNO, or as we know, down but not out. Down but not out is basically being knocked out. Players who were down but not out, they no longer could pick up resources and ammo automatically. I don't know why they want people to pick up ammo while you're down but not out. I don't think it really helps, but that's something they figured that they want people to be able to do. They fixed an issue which caused where if you were down and say you had 2 teammates that were alive, if one of those teammates left, it would actually kill you. Like if they left the lobby, it would kill them. And even though they had 1 teammate alive that could still revive them, if somebody was to leave, it would kill them. And that's something that they fixed. Something that you can't do no longer is you can no longer revive people that are down but not out through doors. This was something that I guess was a problem. It's not really, to me, something worth patching, but it was something that they didn't want you to be able to do, so I guess it's something you're going to have to live with. Speaking of doors, now whenever you're building, something that you can't do now, let me see if I can test this out on an actual door. Let's go to a door. If we go to a door and I have my building up, it's a hard time. Look, see how it presses X? Now I can't open the door. This is something that they're going to be trying to fix. See? I can't close the door now. That's something that they wanted to fix. Something that I guess was a problem, which I can understand where it's a problem if you have a full squad. It's not really a solo problem. But you know, if you have 999 of a building material, that's the max that you can have. Well, what's happening is, even though people were at the max, they were still doing the automatic pickup of wood. So say there was 340 sitting on there that your teammate could have picked up. Sucker! Instead, now like your teammates can pick that up, and you'll just kind of run over. Say this brick was, you know, something 999 brick. If I ran past it, I wouldn't pick it up. Where then my teammate can come pick it up, and they can go get 30 brick. That's just something that they fixed that I thought's pretty neat. Damage no longer overlaps with snipers, and if you're asking what is that all about, I think either they're going to separate the numbers or they're going to add them together. And if you still don't know what I'm talking about, you know, maybe you're not a big sniper in this game, or maybe you are and you still don't know. When you snipe, if you ever notice when you snipe, there's like 2 numbers will pop up and you're not really even sure how much damage you did to them because the numbers are so jumbled together, it's kind of hard to see what happened. That's something they're going to fix so that players can kind of see what damage that they dealt to a person within 1 shot of a sniper. This is something that I think that's really going to help, especially as a personal guy that loves to snipe. I might try to make a sniping montage here soon enough if I'm good at editing, but I'm not. Either way, it's something that I wanted to fix, and they fixed it, and I was like really happy that they kind of listened to it. But yeah, that's something that they're going to fix, is a lot with the glitches. A lot of times people will see, and it was server side, that in the game you get these hitches in the middle of a fighting scene where, you know, you'll be fighting somebody and it'll kind of lag. I talked about this like 2 update videos ago, and it'd really throw you off because you'd be in a fight and you'd shoot and then it kind of lag a little bit, and then you're basically trying to compensate for the lag, but then as you're compensating, the lag would stop, and then basically you were like, okay, let me aim harder to the right because it's kind of lagging, and then all of a sudden it would stop lagging, you just shoot way to the right, and then if that person wasn't getting affected by that, you would lose these firefights that were insanely annoying. Also, they're going to be working on game freezes. I saw this happen where it wasn't a permanent game freeze, but you'd be frozen for a good 10-15 seconds, which obviously you can die within that, especially if you're just out in the middle or in the middle of a fight, or even if your teams. I've had it where my team was fighting like, hey Staples, flank from the left, flank from the left. I'm like, I'm frozen, guys, I can't help. And that's just stuff that they're working, that they fixed, and I'm so happy. I can't wait for it. Things that were with the world aspect, the map aspect, and these are some things that they're going to be fixing. Trees are now going to be animated on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. This is more semantics, you know, kind of aesthetics. It really doesn't have anything to do with gameplay, but some people like that kind of stuff, especially as a person that goes back and forth from PC to Xbox. I really like to enjoy seeing that. They've added stairs to the Tomato Town tunnel. So the tunnel that's by Tomato Town, they've actually added stairs that now lead up to the top of that hill, which are really good because I don't know if you've noticed right there on the little precipice, basically, or the cliff, I'm sorry, above that tunnel, you can't build off of it. It is very difficult to build off of it, and you'll go everywhere, and hopefully with this new grass patch maybe you can build off of it, but you'd basically be stuck there. And I've had it to where the zone basically had me completely just stuck in there. It was towards the end of the game, I knew it would take 10-15 health per second, and I just couldn't move, and it was an awful feeling. They swapped a few small shacks out for larger ruined houses, on the west side of the island. So basically what used to be just little shacks, you know, your little sheds that maybe just have like, they would have like a shotgun, a pistol, or maybe have, you know, a potion. Now there's going to be a broken down ruined house, and those ruined houses, as you know, usually either maybe have a chest, they have loot crates for ammo, and then they typically have a shotgun over there, so that's really awesome. Alright guys, that's basically it for the patch right now. This is version 1.9. It comes out November 14th. I'm saying this on November 13th, so that's why I can't really give you much gameplay on it, but I can promise you tomorrow we will be showing or putting something up a lot more entertaining than these boring videos, but it's going to be more entertaining. That's why I wanted to wait to put the gameplay. With our guys, we're all going to go together and we're going to try out this new jump pad, and hopefully they're going to be more likely to get them. But either way, if you like what you saw, please subscribe, please turn on that notification button, hit that like, hit the comment. It really means a lot to me, and it really means a lot to my friends. We're all working really hard on this channel, and we're not quite sure what we need to do to grow, so dude, we're always open for ideas. Just throw them out in the comments. Let us know, hey, things you could work on, do better, games that you would love to see play. Also, we have a Twitch. CoinEater3 is the Twitch that we do. Let me show you it typed out. Here you go, guys. I have it right now. CoinEater3, my bud's coins, Twitch, and then Papa Staples, that'll be mine. I'll try to get the guys to get a link down below, you know, in the description, you know, how to get to there. But if y'all want to watch that, guys, appreciate it. All the support that we've gotten from the past 3 weeks of starting this channel, we've already grown to like close to 30 subscribers by now. And we thank you for all your support. And we just want, I guess we're selfish in the fact we just want more. We want to build a community that we can talk with and have a good time with, to where we can all have a fun time together as a group of people. Also, I'll end with this. If you want to kind of meet us and talk to us, we're going to be starting up a new series, a new subscriber Sunday, where if you just show us or get your Xbox One gamer tag, we will play with you and we'll put you in a video every Sunday. We already have one coming up this next Sunday. I think we're thinking about maybe playing with you on maybe Saturday and then posting it the next Sunday, so we have time to upload the video. But we want to play with our subscribers. We want to get to know you guys, and we already have a subscriber Sunday coming up this Sunday. So if you want to play with us and you want to be on YouTube, hit us up to show that you're a subscriber and give us your Xbox One gamer tag. Guys, that's all I have today. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.